Alright, so I've got 3 videos to record, or 4 actually, and 3 of them are vlogs. So I'm going to do this out of order. I don't know if you'll really be able to tell though. Um, so if you see them, I don't know if you will, but the white things floating through the air, I don't actually know what they're called either, but I know they come off trees and they're really annoying, especially if you're someone like me who gets allergies, seasonal allergies that is. Um, so in this first vlog, this one will be probably pretty short, but I thought that I should explain. By now, you've seen it, um, but anyways, I thought I'd explain it just because now is the time that I figured it out, even if it's like 10 videos later for you. I've decided on going with uh, 3 videos per, or 1 video per 3 days. I'm thinking about doing something a little more complicated, but I don't know if it'll get too confusing. The more complicated option, I couldn't figure out if I should do 3 days or 4 days. 4 days will end up with about 90 videos per year. 3 days will end up uh, with about 120. I might switch down to 4 days during the more busy times of the year, but maybe not. I don't know. I'll try. Maybe I'll still have a big enough buffer that I don't have to. Actually, today is one of the days now that I've decided on 3 days. Um, so it actually means if you don't include these 4 videos, which I'm about to record, I actually have 63 days before I actually have to do anything. Um, so buffer doesn't build up quickly, but it builds up moderately quickly, certainly more quickly than if I did like every other day. The reason I don't want to do something, I think ideally I'd do something between 3 and 4 days. So what I was thinking is, I would do 3 days, and then after that I'd do 4 days, and then I'd do 3 days, and I'd do 4 days, effectively making it so it was uploaded every 3.5 days, and that it ended up with 104 videos per day, or per year. But the problem with that plan is that it'll get complicated. 100 times I'm gonna forget, is today a 3, or is this a 4, or is this a 3, and then I'm gonna like delay, even though I already delayed. So it's gonna be a 5, and then it's gonna be a 6, and then I'll be wondering like, wait, should I just upload 2? I don't know. The thing is, I think that I'm gonna try and aim for every 3 days, and if I have to at some point, I'll shift it down to every 4. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the winter months. I can record for long, and because my computer won't be overheating, it will likely have. I'll be able to get a good 2 hours of stock footage. Maybe my battery is slowly getting worse and worse. I'm considering buying a new one and finding a way to replace it. Although the battery itself would be 60, and gosh knows how I would replace it. I certainly am not competent enough with computers to do that myself. But who knows? Okay. So for now, it's every 3 days, which means you'll be seeing this video in 63 days. So that's fun. Or maybe you'll be seeing it in 66. Or no, you'll be seeing it in more than that, because the other 3 videos are going to come out first. This is the latest video. I have 3 pre-written down that I want to talk about. It's just I figured this out only yesterday, and yesterday at like 10 p.m., so you couldn't see anything if I were to record it. That's another thing, by the way. I might look into buying a really powerful light, so that I can. What is it? I can like basically just find a way to pin it onto like a dirt side or something like that, so I can film a stream at night. That might be worth looking into. But things get colder at night, so this would have to be something I did during the summer. Winter and nighttime seems like creating more problems than I need to for recording. But and then also, in case you weren't aware, snow is made of water. And technology has something of an aversion to water. Yeah, I think soon I'll probably want to start recording like trees blowing in the wind as stock footage. Yeah, it's going to be as interesting as looking at streams. especially since thus far I found like the best couple places to record, of which I'm pretty confident in saying this is at least in the top three. If it's not the top, I don't know if it's the number one, but it's certainly in the top three. So, and at least I think all three are on this little, well, it's not very little, it's like 20 feet across right here. But well, apparently it's a creek. I call this a river, albeit a slow-moving kind of lazy river. But yeah, I actually think that's the actual term, a lazy river. But I don't know. Then again, there is a river sort of near my house, and whenever I go visit it and realize like, oh, that's like car speed. So maybe this is a creek, and that deserves to be the river. Anyways, for now at least, these videos are going to come out every 3 days. I hope I can stick to that. And if I can't, I think the worst I'm going to go to is every 4 days. The reason I'm going to do this, even though this video won't be up for 2.5 months, is because, or at least I think like, 3, 6, 7, 2.5 weeks, or 3.5 weeks in a month, so 8 weeks probably when this will get uploaded. But anyways, 8.5, something like that. Even though it's going to have such a buffer like that, and that's really the only thing that's going to screw up is the vlogs. Maybe news too, but I'm not, well, first of all, I need to start making episodes of that show, but also, I don't think I really intend to create that show as only about current events, but more about currently discussed issues. Well, I've already gone over things like abortion and, or the morals of abortion anyways. Even though I think I came to an anti-abortion standpoint at the end. Well, I decided that abortion should either be really hard or really easy, I guess. And I don't think anyone really wants it to be really hard. Or wants it to be really easy, I mean. Even the people who are way for it think that there should be like 3 doctors involved. But, at least that's what I think they think. For all I know, they're just like, take a pill and you're done. But I don't know. So for that series, I think I'm going to try and aim for less than current events, but more to do with currently discussed. So the only thing that really gets screwed up by the huge delay is the vlogs. But I do want to point out, when winter comes, unless I figure out some really great way to get piles of stock footage, and I don't really know how I can do that right now. If my battery doesn't degrade at all, which is impossible, just because of how much I'm using my laptop, I'll keep with 2 hours. I'm hoping that I can keep with that even with the degradation of my battery, because it'll be really cold, so it won't. I know that there is a lower limit in terms of temperature for my laptop, but I know the hotter it gets, the more it stresses the processor, and that, I think the processor, given it's how the whole computer runs, well, it's one of the things anyways. I guess you couldn't run with no RAM either. But I think the processor is the main thing which really stresses a computer's battery. So hopefully when it's colder, I know certainly that as long as it's not like -50, I'll be able to film with it lower temperatures. This is actually one positive to global warming, or climate change, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the current term is, because winter where I am, it might not be global warming, it might just be some weird event, but winter in this area has been coming later and later, especially this last winter, which was like a month late. Although when it came in full force, but it was just delayed a month, which was odd. I don't think we got any snow in winter, at least none that really stuck to the ground. That said, January still wasn't a fun season, at least if you're someone who spends more time outside than most, and aren't particularly fond of having your feet freeze off. That said, I'm sure there's some people who just love winter. I actually used to live in a more northern region, and although I've lost my iron skin, that I can just wear a blazer through blizzards. You acclimatize to your area. If I had kept that iron skin, I also would have melted the first summer. Or I would have melted the second summer when it got hotter. I did melt the first summer, just kind of laid there and didn't move for 3 months. Anyways, this hopefully global warming, if that is what it is, will be kind of pleasant for this next upcoming season, or this next upcoming winter, because if it delays it for another month, or maybe it'll even stretch it another week and it'll delay it for 4 whole weeks, or 4.5 or whatever, that would be amazing. Because, well, not amazing, because it makes you consider what the future is going to be like when like Florida's gone because the ice caps are melted or whatever. But well, the one nice thing, I should save this for politics, but the one nice thing about global warming, if that's really what's happening, is that, or I'm not talking about, people get really controversial about global warming or climate change or whatever, but if we are really going to flood all the like low areas, like the coast of California, I very much doubt it'll be a fast process. Either we'll suddenly get about 30 Venices, or at least Denmarks, with a whole bunch of, or not Denmarks, it's Holland, actually, I think. So that's what, Netherlands? That, you know, with their whole, like, yeah, we're just going to build like 200 miles of like hill on our coast. So either we get one of those, or we're going to basically flood and create a couple of Venices, or marshes where there are currently dry cities. Dry as in like California desert. But the one nice thing about that whole thing is that it's not going to happen quickly. When the people who really want to go in extreme about global warming, I always hear them talking about, like, oh, Florida's going to sink, and maybe that's going to happen, but, like, it's not going to happen in a year. It's going to happen in, like, 50. I'm going to be 85 or 90 or whatever when it's halfway over is the thing. So, like, I don't know. It won't be good. Certainly we have too many people, I think personally, and I live in a country, in case you couldn't tell by my accent, which is, it feels overpopulated to me now, so I have no idea what people in like India or China are feeling. So, where they have, like China, for instance, has all of North America and then 1 billion on top of it. The thing is, I feel like this new format of, I don't know how I got to global warming. Gosh, that's extreme even for me. Yeah, I feel like this new format of 3 to 4 videos per month, per couple weeks. Oh yeah, 3 to 4 videos per week. No, it's going to be 2 videos per week-ish. Well, yeah, no, there isn't. I don't think it's physically possible since weeks are 7 days. I don't think there will be a week with 3 videos. Maybe. Because if there's a video on the first day, and then there's a video on the 4th day, yeah, there could be a video on the 7th day. Okay, so 2 to 3 videos per week, which seems like a solid plan. And 120 per year. That said, I think as long as I'm hitting around 100 per year, I'm solid. Now, of course, this doesn't really matter because for the first month I did 1 a day, and then I did like nothing for a while. Or yeah, then I did a couple weeks of 1 a week. Then I did I don't know, a couple per day. Actually, I did. Well, no, I did. At that point, I did like 1 or 2 in like 2 weeks or 3 or something like that. Then I got my audio fixed, and then I did nothing for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or something like that. Oh yeah, I should explain. Recording these doesn't actually take a huge amount of time. Well, it takes time to think about what to say. I do actually plan these out. The reason I know how I got onto global warming, because I didn't write this one down. This is just something I realized yesterday, so I just kind of wanted to talk about it. My actual vlogs, I have 3 sheets of paper here with 2 to 3 paragraphs written on them, and those videos will not be so rambly. Not so much. They still will be. But the rambly, that is. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to average out these videos at the end. I know that for June, I have 70-ish videos up right now. Well, they're not up, but anyways. I have, for the number of videos I have, I think 120 a year? I don't know. It's the 5th month. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June. So it's the 6th month. We're halfway through the year. So yeah, I guess I did average it out at some point. Oh, I think I'm just now getting off the buffer from the first one-a-day videos in the beginning. Yeah, thinking about it, that month of one-a-day videos set me up for 3 months. In terms of pure count, those videos are, even now, only like 5 months later, those videos are embarrassingly low quality. Once I switched over to using my computer to make these, I'm never going back just because of how wonderful the quality is. Aside from the fact that you can hear me better, you won't have to puke every time you watch the footage. I know the footage isn't the point, but still. And on top of that, because I'm not holding the camera with one hand, which was a bad idea, I really should have held it with two no matter what I was doing. Because, oh, I just dipped my foot in the water, so that's nice. So because I'm not holding my camera in one hand and trying to gesture with my other hand, I have both hands open, which means I can hold a page of notes. Although that was partly because I also wanted to increase the quality of these things when I started getting notes. But I still have my hand for articulation and my hand for recording. On top of that, I can sit when I do these, which I think has increased the quality. At least it's increased the ramblings. I remember in the beginning I struggled to hit 4 minutes because, well, aside from the fact that I couldn't find anywhere to walk, even the public areas were very packed. So, anyways, so I couldn't find anywhere really to walk around, and I didn't want to just cycle back very much. So I got like 4 minutes, and 16 was the like upper limit. But now 20 is an average. And I think this video, for instance, which is a little more rambly than most, will probably be more like 25. So, anyways, yeah, so in terms of pure count of videos, I should be at about 70 something right now, which I am. Well, I haven't uploaded them, so maybe I'll hit like 100-ish barely by the end of the year. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a special at some point and do something like record, or well, not record. I'll probably have them, but like put up 2 from the buffer per day or something like that for like 2 days or something like that. I know one series that actually, you know what? Well, no, their thing is specifically 2 days per week. I think it's Tuesday and Thursday. The Vlogbrothers channel is one. Well, they pointed at their face and talk about their lives, which is only like a fifth at this point. It's only about a fifth of what I do. In fact, I haven't really talked about the things that are happening in my life, which I think is still what the vlogs are supposed to be about, but who knows? Yeah, so, but that channel is more or less the highest quality version of what I think, what I aim to do. Although those guys are a lot more busy than me and a whole lot smarter. The Vlogbrothers channel is the brothers Hank and John Green, who you probably heard of at this point. They run like 30 charities and like 100 educational organizations, not to mention a whole bunch of YouTube channels, which are even more popular than their vlog channel. It's just their vlog channel is what it got it started and keeps it going more constantly with 2 videos per week. Anyways, although I guess they do a thing where they try to make it clean. Yeah, by clean, I mean like talking straight to the point. They cut out all the breaths. I think they have a rule where it can't be more than 4 minutes, except sometimes. I don't know. But what it comes down to is those guys are like the highest quality version of this. And I know every year they have something like Pizza Week or something like that. or except I think it was 2 weeks last time. Anyways, where they, instead of doing their Tuesday and Thursday or Wednesday and Friday or whatever it is, they do one video per day for a week or for 2 weeks or whatever. And I think maybe finding some sort of occasion to do that might be a good idea. If nothing else, I can spike my videos back up to 20 or 120. Or if I only hit... No, I've got 6 months. I'll pass 100, maybe. I've got to make 30 more in 6 months. So if I average... math. Yeah, no, I think I can do that. If I average 30... Yeah, 30. So if I average 5 a month, so 1 a week, more or less, that should theoretically be doable, considering I'm making 4 today. And I'm not talking about the quality of them. I'm just talking about the pure number. So I think that's the ramblings on the plan of what I'm going to do for this channel, which is 3 videos per day if I can help it, 4 if I can't. Or not 3 videos per se. No, 1 video every 3 days if I can help it, 1 video every 4 days if I can't help it. And averaging about 100, 120 videos per week, or per year. God, some of these statistics I gave out would be crazy. I think earlier I said 120 videos per day. That, I mean, yeah, no, you know, even if I made like 1-second clips, didn't even waste my time naming them or anything like that, it would still take me like 60 hours just to upload them all. Much less, yeah, even if I uploaded them straight without any intro or outro, God, that would be awful. Maybe that's a challenge. See how many uploads I can get in a day. I actually know how many. It's 10 because I have to sit somewhere and somewhere with a decent internet connection and just edit, upload, or do it simultaneously if I can. If I'm somewhere where I can charge my computer. Yeah. So 10 in a day, and I think it's like 15 edits. Editing actually takes a little less time than uploading, at least in the place I've been doing it thus far. I mean, maybe some place with an incredible, like, we pay 10 million per year for this internet connection would be the opposite. But where I am, it takes like an hour or something like that to upload a 20-minute video. And then it also takes 30 minutes to edit it. But since I can do them simultaneously, it takes like 45 to edit it. Well, edit and then render and then, anyway, so about 2 hours per video. No, like 2.5. But that's if you include pure time. I also have to get over here where it's good and peaceful to record. But I also have to then go to the place where there's good internet. So anyway, it's like for the actual videos, the pure time, if you cut out all the other stuff, the riffraff, it's about 2.5 hours per video, which isn't really a problem. Because what it really comes down to is once in a while, I'll just give a day and I'll just edit 15 videos and upload 10 of them. Which, by the way, I don't know how YouTube handles this, but I have a whole bunch of videos there and they're all private. I'm trying to just like upload everything I have, which is taking a long time. That way I'll just switch it from private every couple days. For whatever reason, I can't do that on my phone, which is really annoying. None of the YouTube app doesn't let you do anything. I think I can technically upload, but I can't do anything other than like rename it. But anyway, or yeah, I can rename. Oh wait, no, I can make it. I just can't. The only thing I can do is rename it because that's how I was uploading the vlogs before I switched to my laptop. But so that's I guess that's a good stopping place for now. So yeah, 3 videos videos per, or a video every 3 days if I can help it. A video every 4 days if I can't help it. Averaging hopefully around 100 videos per year, maybe more, but don't get your hopes up. Then again, I already have 70 and I've got 6 months left. So maybe more this year, but who knows? Times are simple right now. They might get crazy. Then again, when times get crazy, although I won't have time to edit, I'll probably have 1,000 things to talk about, which is nice too. So I don't know if... So the actual videos won't get... I don't know how my buffer will suffer, but I'll have a lot of videos to edit, certainly. I think that's the time when I'm going to have more videos to edit than I have to upload, which was actually what was going on for a long time, which is why I didn't upload for 2 months, because I didn't have anything to upload. Because the way I was viewing it is that I should edit, render, and upload a video all in one go. And that wasn't working. In case you couldn't tell by the 2 months, because that process takes a long time no matter what I do. So I might as well just devote a day to it and get a whole bunch of them done, so that I'm good for a couple more days, or for like a week or two. I guess that's that. During that time, even if I switch down to 4, or if things truly hit the fan, like one a week again, keep in mind that I have the videos, I just don't have the time to edit or upload them. I don't know, maybe I'll make a series that I can upload straight, just record it and upload it. Seems kind of unprofessional or refined, I guess, if you ask me, so maybe I won't. But if I do that, it'll be a lot simpler, because it'll just cut out the rendering. And all I do is I just add the intro and the outro, and then render it. Well, I think these actually are recording at 720p. One fun thing about the editor I use, which is just Windows Movie Maker, is that it lets you like tell the computer that it's 1080p even if it's not, as long as some part of it is. And because the generalized outro was made on the computer, I think it's like 2K or something like that if I want it to be. Yeah, well, the generalized outro could be, just because it's an image. Yeah, so I can tell the computer, I can tell YouTube, this is 1080p, and YouTube will believe me even if it's not, which is fun. So that's one plus to editing too. I know that there's something in the code that gives preference to higher quality videos and sort of buries the lower quality ones. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they have a reason for that. Maybe they don't. I know people just don't like 480p if they can help it, but whatever. Either way, it seems more refined, and like I release a higher quality product if I render these. So 27 minutes. Wow. This was supposed to be the short vlog for 5 minutes. All right. Well, I'm going to record the other 3 videos. 2 of them are vlogs. So that's going to be a rather flood. Oh, yeah, I guess I should say I try to upload these in the order I record them, but since a lot of times I record vlog, philosophy, I tend to chop it up a little bit, so you'll get vlog, philosophy, politics, vlog. You know, it's not one episode after another. But usually I don't move it over more than 2 videos. So you'll see the videos pretty much in order, and you won't see them more than uploaded any more than 9 days early, because the 3-day chunks. So you won't see them more than 9 days early. Certainly no more than 2 weeks, even if I move to once a week. At that point, I'll only move it over 1 video, and you might end up getting some repeats. So, all right. So, I hope you enjoyed this 30 minutes of rambling. Yeah, enjoy the dogs. All right. So I suppose he's saying goodbye for us. Yeah.